But Holly, I'll tell you what, 5'7", here he comes rolling on the right, and he's still going, and he throws the ball on the run right here, and watch the nice catch with the hands that Dante makes and then gets out of bounds. Very, very, very good play by the wide receiver.
Yes, and our sideline photographer, a part of the action there. Like to see that. Well, maybe he doesn't. All right, the give up to the middle this time is to Damian Berry, and Berry bruises forward for what looks like about a 4 to 5 yard gain. Only a minute 13 left in the first half, and the clock is ticking. So this drive of key importance to Glade Central, not wanting to squander it, really needing to put some points on the board here. Now there's going to be a flag because a Blue Devil player was trying to get off the field. Holly takes it himself up the middle, and we're going to see whether or not it looks like too many men on the field is going to be the call against Pahokee.
I believe that's going to be the call, Dan. They got him confused, and they were trying to make a substitution. Keep a very, very close eye on the defensive linemen for Pahokee, because they are a tired group of people. They're three guys that are asked to rush the quarterback, and they've had to go after this young man all over the field,
right.
And they're getting blocked by 5 different guys, and they've got to get some fresh guys in there to help them out.
And Glades will decline the penalty and take the gain, which was probably 5 or 6 yards anyway. So here we go. Clock is ticking, under a minute to go now in the first half. From the shotgun, Holly, to give up the middle, that's to Berry, and Berry with a nice run inside the 5 yard line. That's going to be, and now a timeout is called.
I'm not sure who took the timeout, Dan.
37 seconds to go in the half. Here's the replay.
Yeah, the replay, 21 just puts his head down. He had actually more room to run than he thought he did. There's those Pahokee defensive linemen standing straight up at the line of scrimmage because they're tired, and they should be. They've been running around all half trying to chase down Mr. Holly, who's just giving them fits. And Mr. Holly does not look very tired.
No, he doesn't. He looks like he could do this all night, not even take a break at halftime. So the situation now, 37 seconds left in the half. Pahokee with a 21-7 lead over Glade Central here in the Muck Bowl. But Glade Central knocking on the door. The ball, I'm going to guess on the 3 yard line. A first and goal situation for the Raiders, but what's of more importance to them is the clock with 37 seconds to go.
Yeah, they're going to the I formation here, Dan. I don't like this. I'd rather have them stay in the spread, but let's see if they can punch it in.
At quarterback, DeAndre Holly, who has done a very good job so far for the Raiders. The give is right up the middle, and it is going absolutely nowhere. The give was to Terrace McKinley, and it looked like he was following Berry through the hole there. And another timeout by the Raiders.
Pahokee actually got some different defensive linemen in the game, Dan, and they made the play because they're a little fresher. Now we've got a situation where time is the biggest enemy of Glade Central right now with 29.5 left. I'm not totally positive, but I think they have one more timeout.
They have used 2 recently. I do not think that they called a timeout previously in this half. Not positive about that. Perhaps our crack sports producer Mike Caruso in the booth will know that and can tell us. The production truck, anyway. So, second and goal. 24 ticks left. I think that they were the thinking probably was we have this huge offensive line. We should be able to bang the ball in from the 3. Did not work on the last play. So now from the shotgun is Holly. Takes the snap, bobbles it, and he is swarmed by the Blue Devil defense for a loss of 4 yards. The clock is still ticking at 19, and it is finally stopped with what we assume to be Glade Central's final timeout of the first half.
The snaps that just killed him. Holly has to go find the snap to his right. He was lucky to catch the ball at all, and it threw all the timing off of the play. You can't run the way you want to go if the ball snapped to the other side. And either the ball is extremely slippery or the anticipation of the snap is just not what the quarterback expects. This is a very, very big play for Glade Central.
This is one of those plays that they could remember for a long time. 3rd and goal. The ball now just inside the 10-yard line. Let's call it the 9. Holly in the shotgun. Man in motion, got a couple of receivers wide on the right. He's going to look to his right, got a big group of receivers there. A catch and a touchdown. A little late on the signal, but a touchdown, and that was to number 2, Terrace McKinley, who has redeemed himself after dropping a sure touchdown pass a couple of possessions ago.
Yeah, McKinley, I'm so happy for the young man because he's actually dropped 2 passes tonight. He was the receiver on the far side. Here's Holly running out. He's having a great first half. Nice touch on the ball. And McKinley makes the nice catch, makes sure he's in the end zone. And Glades is right there again. Good
presence of mind to know exactly where he was and needed to be to get in. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And with just 13.5 seconds to go in the first half, we are back to a 1-touchdown lead for Pahokee, 21-14 in the Muck Bowl. And wow, pinch me.
I'm telling you, you called it. The only difference in the game is the turnover on the 10-yard line that Pahokee got from Glade Central. This game is dead even. Both teams have shown they can move the ball. Both teams have shown that they can score at the blink of an eye. So it's not going to be over until probably 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
And the 2 touchdowns scored by Glade Central tonight in the first half would make up half of all the touchdowns given up by the Pahokee defense in 8 games through the regular season. They've only given up 4 touchdowns, but of course, we have to certainly emphasize that they have not played a quality opponent like Glade Central. They played some good folks, but they have not played anyone in the caliber of Glade Central.
Now, they haven't seen this type of speed all year long with the exception of Royal Palm, and that game was played in a downpour.
Although Atlantic, and that was a surprising score too. Atlantic with a lot of talent, and they crushed Atlantic 46-0 in that game. All right, now they keep it on the ground, and a hard time getting the handle, but finally doing it is Janoris Jenkins, and it's going to bring it out to about the 25, 26-yard line. And looks like we'll have time for maybe one more play with 8 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, I think Coach Foster will come out here and sit on the ball and take his 21-14 lead into the locker room and try to figure out how to cover the 5 wide receivers without giving up the run to Holly. I think that's going to be the big discussion in the locker room at halftime.
Well, we're going to try and talk with Coach Willie Sneed right after or at the end of this play before he goes into the halftime locker room. We will see if that happens. Can't guarantee it because you never know how the coaches are going to react. So now, and we probably just running out the clock here, is Pahokee to give up the middle. And it looks like the clock will run down, and that is the end of the first half here in Pahokee as the homestanding Blue Devils lead the Muck Bowl 21-14 over Glade Central, and we have seen some tremendous offense and tremendous defensive plays tonight. And right now we toss down to Lisa Pride. Lisa.
Coach, how relieved were you getting that last, second touchdown right there before the break?
Yeah, we needed that. We shot ourselves in the foot a couple times with some bad snaps, by the center. But the kids just settled down, and we definitely see some opportunities in the second half, and that's what we're going to focus on.
What adjustments are you planning on making for the second half?
Just really to stop, cut down on the mistakes. It's really little things right now, but everything that we prepare for, they're showing us we just got to settle down and play our game.
And will there be any quarterback change, putting Brian Mann in at all anymore?
No, it's just kind of who has the hot hand, and right now, Speedy has a hot hand, so we're going with him.
Good luck, Coach, in the second half.
Thank you, Lisa. So now we know his nickname, Speedy,
yeah.
and it's certainly
I think
appropriate.
It's applicable, yeah.
So a terrific first half. It had everything you could want, I think. And, you agree?
Well, yeah, it's just the speed of the game. It's just up and down, and everybody's playing hard, and everybody's running to the football. And like I said, it's one of those games you almost have to be at. The television doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, incredible.
Because you can't see all the things that are going on in the sideline and the fans, and it's just a neat atmosphere, and I love it.
Absolutely is. Well, and for you, our viewers, you won't have to wait too long. We are going to take a break, and then we will be right back with third quarter action from the Muck Bowl in Pahokee, 21-14 Blue Devils. We'll be back.